March 23rd, 2025. Things are getting real in the United States right now, and we're hearing about people being picked up and placed in ICE detention centers, and just random people. Um, Usually they have, brown skin, but um, like that makes it okay. But we also know that in many U.S. states, queer people like me are illegal. I can't see why we would be exempt from these raids and disappearing. And there's no due process, and you just end up in this horrific detention center, and then maybe you're flown off to El Salvador or something. And like, there's no phone calls, there's no due process. This is just being happening to people. And I seen a TikTok a while ago that said over 600 over 600 refugees had applied for refugee status in Canada and were denied because they were transgender and they couldn't prove that there was a direct threat to their life. How are we supposed to prove ICE detention centers to people? Canada needs to do better. Canada needs to step up right now and become a safe place for people who are fleeing this persecution. And it shouldn't matter if they're fleeing because of their skin tone or because of their sexual orientation or gender presentation or whatever their situation is. Did you know that in World War II, a boatload of Jewish people showed up on Canadian shores and we turned them away, and they ended up going back to Germany and they all died? That really happened. Let's not repeat the horrific mistakes of the past. If people are applying for asylum in Canada, we need to let them in. Like, circumstances matter, sure, and like, let's set up some sort of criteria, but for the most part, believe them, because they're being whisked off to concentration camps. So maybe that's not the same as one of these to the brain, but still, that's the end of their life. Let's not let that happen on our watch. Canada needs to step up. American asylum seekers need to be safe here, and the world needs to start taking action right now about these human rights violations. The United Nations is in the U.S., isn't it? Why are we not enforcing human rights laws internationally in America and helping asylum seekers in Canada? We definitely need to do better.
We stand together, we stand as one, we will not